Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about an example or a story that Alan Watts brings up. It's actually in a visible video on on YouTube. Him explaining about human nature and how it is that we love to recreate what already is. And he starts off by talking about how, as humans, we invented painting and drawing on caves, for instance, as an art, and how we can see certain interpretations of past events and things that were happening. And then we later were able to create photography, flash photography and things. And then we were able to develop color photography. And then we got into moving motion pictures, which are silent and black and white. And then from there we realized that it's not real enough, so then we decided to add sound to it and then color to it, and then we now have TVs which can basically show us a fake world, but a world that is representing the one that already is. And yet it's not just real enough yet. We still want it to become more and more realistic as we go on. So then we decide to make holographic or things like Oculus Rift, and try to make these 3D visualized representations of a reality. And then where that gets limited because it's still a computer that doesn't necessarily interact with us in the same sense that a human would. So then we develop even greater technologies to make it seem so real, like I can go out, reach and touch the hologram, and the hologram would feel real, and it would interact with me, and I could feel a connection with this hologram, and it would be just like the real thing. And it's really interesting because when we think about this, and when we can speculate on the direction in which we're going as humans, at least on this planet, we can speculate that eventually we will be able to recreate what we are already experiencing. I mean, and that's where it begs the question of, is this already a simulation? Is this already something that we're doing, and which we've done many, many times over again? Like a Hindu philosophy is to think, okay, maybe we are all the Brahman, and we are all creating this act, and the one thing that we wanted, being the godhead, being the person that knows all futures, all future, is a surprise. When we know all future, things are very boring because we know what's going to happen. So we want to create create a dream in which we get lost in, and we don't know what's going to happen, and we actually get terrified. We get so involved with it that it becomes this very strong Maya, this illusion. And who's to say that's not exactly what is happening? So it could be. Yeah.